Good morning and welcome to In the Kitchen with Tracy. Today I will be doing my chocolate chip cookies. So I already have my setup, everything's been measured out. Um, this is my bowl of chocolate chips, flour, salt, baking soda. I have my vegetable shortening and butter, eggs in this bowl, brown sugar and white sugar in this bowl, and my vanilla. So let's get started. I'm going to cream together my shortening and my butter. Now I'm going to add my sugars. Prop that for just a second. Needed my spatulas. Okay. Sometimes your sugars and butters get all stuck in the grooves and on top. So we're just going to clean that off. I like to cream this together until it resembles like a brown sugar paste, if you will. Okay. I'm going to throw in my vanilla right now, and I don't measure, I just pour. So that looks like about enough. Okay. Now, when we cream everything together, it should look like this, a brown, thick sugar paste. I'm going to now add my eggs in, and we're going to cream those in as well. With the egg, it gets a little looser. But remember, we're making cookie dough, so we don't want it too loose. And again, I'm going to clean my equipment off with the spatula. Just get that out of there. Okay. Do some more mixing. Got that brown paste. It's a little bit thinner now because of the egg. That off right there. And I am going to move this out of my way. Over here. Uh-oh. Oh, balance. There. Now, I'm going to add my wet to my dry. Get that out of here. All right, now we're down to one bowl. So for me, I like to kind of fold it in before I start using my hands, just so it's less sticky. So I am folding that butter, sugar, egg mixture in to my flour, chocolate chips, baking soda, and salt mixture. It's starting to get to that dough form. My next major purchase is going to be a KitchenAid mixer with the dough hook on it. That way, I don't have to use my arms as much in the kitchen because I'm a be buff. Okay. Okay. Got it to that doughy stage. I'm going to clean off our spatula. Now for me, I like to, when I'm making cookie dough, I like to freeze mine. So here's where your wax paper comes in handy. You lay out a piece on your countertop. Let me get this correct. All right. So, you know what? I forgot to take these off. Anyways, we're going to get in there with our hands. Give it one final mix so that your dough comes together. Mm-hmm. Okay. There we go. Let's get that final mix. And yes, baking is always going to be messy. So be prepared for it. I'm going to grab half the dough out the bowl and I'm going to place it on my wax paper. This next step, sometimes challenging, just working the dough off my hands. And here is our next step. We are going to start forming what I call a cookie dough log, which is kind of like the way you do biscotti in a way. I think biscotti dough is less moist than this, so less wet. Okay, So you're going to roll it back and forth until you get a log shape. And what I'll do if I see any dry dough is just move the paper in towards it so I can roll it back over that dry, and then the dry collects with the wet. So dough off my hands. Okay. Sometimes the paper helps because it's wax paper and your hands are already sticky. So I just log it like this. Yes. Coming together perfectly. Now for the next part, I am going to step over to the sink and rinse my hands just so this part will go neatly. Okay. All right. Back, and here's how we log this. Okay. Roll your log all the way to the edge of your paper. Fold over your paper on top. Give it a nice little fold down. Roll over, roll over, roll over. Then spin the ends like candy wrapping paper. And this is how I make my cookie dough log. This goes in the freezer then, and you can keep it up to 3 weeks in the freezer, probably longer, but you know, I wouldn't suggest longer because it gets that freezer taste, you know. So 3 weeks in the freezer. These are great to make when you are expecting company or when the holidays are coming up and you're just rushing. This gives you like easier baking when you do it this way because you could just, Thanksgiving's next week. I pop these out of the refrigerator. I take my big cake knife and I just cut the cookies, bake them as you go, and it just makes everything easy, and the cleanup is so simple when you have your cookie log because all you do is throw your wax paper in the trash and wash off your cookie pan. I hope you have enjoyed this segment of Cooking with Tracy. Have a beautiful day.